Okay.
This guy.
That is, my way is slightly different. I season my food towards the end.
Okay.
Fry. Come on,
Tamara.
fry.
Go. Let me know how long I should be cooking this. How long? 3 minutes? Yep. Close it up. What? 5 minutes? No, 4 minutes. Okay, that's pretty much.
Can we give a round of applause for Dulan for it? One applause.
We'll be cooking a dish very famous in Sri Lanka. So we go hot butter cuttlefish. That's like a really famous one, like a famous street food. But today we're going to change it up a little bit. So we're going to do a hot butter prawn.
The marination for the prawns.
I did mention that earlier. It's salt, salt, pepper, lemon zest, lemon juice. Just super simple. Just every stage of your cooking, I always like to say season. You know what I mean? Like no one likes bland food, yeah? Sashi's all about Flavor Town.
Okay.
This guy.
That is, my way is slightly different. I season my food towards the end. So different people have different ways of seasoning. Mine, because the moment you put a lot of salt in the early stage, it's very hard to remove the salt. So I rather do all the cooking, reduction and everything, then I season it. But marinating, yes, I agree with Dulan.
Yeah.
You add a season.
So the reason I say season in every single stage is basically I've got a dry batter, I've got a wet batter, and I've got the season, and then I'm going to put it into a sauce. Like obviously don't go hard in the first go, obviously, but season lightly because it'll all add up in the end. Yeah, keep it simple, Ryan. Like seafood, I like to always add bit of zing. So add lemon juice. If it's like meat and stuff like that, I always go salt, pepper, like a good oil, because that basically it is that little vehicle like for the seasoning. So if you add like oil and stuff like that, it just coats it better and penetrates a bit better. Yeah.
What are you whisking there?
All right, so this is the wet batter for the hot butter prawns. So what I'm doing today is traditionally they use plain flour. What I'm doing today is I'm using tapioca flour, just so I can make it gluten free. So if there's any people that is gluten intolerant, you can try this food. And even at home, if you have people or friends, because when I was in MasterChef, a good friend of mine is now she's a celiac, so I kind of got into making my food a bit more gluten friendly because that's learned from her, and I find it's a lot more lighter and a lot more crispier once you cook it. I think we'll be alright with the oil now. Let me just do one more check. Any questions, guys? Any questions?
Do we have any questions? Oh, you got someone at the back?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Yep. Right. Absolutely. Something I've tried was eggplant. Works really well with this. Deep fried eggplant goes really nice. Tofu, absolutely. I would love it. Yeah.
Any kind of like greens or anything that we could try instead, maybe?
Sorry, say that again.
Some like greens.
Yeah. Cauliflower. Like cauliflower is a really good deep frying, like a veggie. Yeah. So while that's going up, I'm just going to show you what I do with normal batter. So there's a few ways you can coat, your meat and the seafood and stuff like that. You can just go a little bit of wet marinade in here, because you have to have a little bit of it needs to be a little bit of wet, because otherwise the flour won't stick, right? So have you ever had you marinate something and you coat it, and as soon as you put it into the oil, it just goes to the bottom of the oil, because a few things, it wasn't marinated, it wasn't coated properly, and the second thing, the oil wasn't hot enough. So you just gotta make sure that both of the things are done. So for today, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use an egg. Fairly easy, just crack open an egg right in there.
Is there any other ways to
Yeah, without using an egg, you mean? Yeah, just put some oil. Put some oil, and then goes into the the dry marinade, which is so this is just tapioca flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Like I said, like I season my food every single stage of the cooking process. I don't go heavy, just go little by little. Yeah.
Simple flavors that are coating for that.
That's the thing, yeah. The sauce will have a lot more flavor. So we'll just go a little bit of seasoning, just salt and pepper. If I'm at home and I've got a lot of things, I'll just go like, you know, garlic powder or onion powder and stuff like that into the dry marinade. If I don't feel like having a really battery prawn, I'll just literally deep fry that. And you still get a nice little, you know, crunchy little number. So, literally like that. That will go into the wet marinade.
Yeah, boy.
Wet batter, again, just tapioca flour, water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and turmeric. Because
Fry, come on,
turmeric.
You gotta fry. You got 10 seconds.
Sashi.
176.
Sashi. Did we talk about your book?
Not yet. I've been telling you. I've been telling you.
So if you guys don't know, Sashi just released his book. I cannot wait to get one myself. But if you guys please,
185.
we'll turn it down. We'll turn it down. Please, yeah, just up at the front, grab yourself a copy, and Sashi would love to give you a personalized message for you and a tiny for you as well.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
What do you mean once in a lifetime? I've been telling more.
No, you want to get personal messages.
Personal messages, yes, yes. Alright, let's go. Alrighty, that's perfect. Sashi, that's why you're the true champ here.
Maybe instead of being a chef, you should be a technician person.
Yeah. I'm the sound guy, technician, electrician. What else?
The handyman.
A gardener.
Gardener, yes.
What else?
Yes.
Farmer.
Pretty animals,
So how long does this go in the
Yes. Any sort of seafood, like a prawn this size. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a little competition, yeah? If you can put your hand up and let me know how long I should cook this, if it's the right answer, I'll let you taste the food first. Okay, first, whoever wants to let me know how long I should be cooking this. How long? 3 minutes? Yep, close enough. What, 5 minutes? No, 4 minutes. Was that 2 minutes? Yes. I would go with 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So, don't go anywhere, guys.
Can I get one more boat? One more boat.
Okay, that's pretty much it. I would cook this for, because again, remember we're gonna be putting this into the sauce as well. So that's gonna, and then anything that you take off the fire, it's called carryover cooking. So it's just gonna keep cooking as well. So please count for that. And yeah, like if you can touch that, or obviously you can't touch that from there, but it's crispy. It's crispy enough. Can I? Yeah. Perfect. So generally it doesn't take 2 people to make this dish, but in these circumstances we need 3 people actually. We've got Ryan.
It's a bit of a bonding session.
It is bonding session, it's a little bro bonding session.
That's one thing I love about cooking.
Yes.
You bond with family, friends, literally anybody over cooking.
Oh, not say better. Love it.
Oh, this bonding is it?
What did you think?
I got burning session. I was like, yeah, I'm burning here.
That's why he had this little confused look in his face, like when you're talking about bonding session. Oops. Thank you. Yeah, it's funny.
One more, did I? Is that all?
Yeah, no, that's enough. Yeah.
The prawns are done. What do we move on to?
So once the prawns are done, Ryan, we'll go make the hot butter sauce.
Oh, nice.
So you're not local?
England.
Oh, England!
Watch this jump
Wow, thank you. I feel honored. I feel honored, and I'm a bit nervous as well. How's the king? He's good? Treating you guys well? That's good. That's good. Big change for you guys. Oh yeah, come on. How's my boy Rishi? Yeah? We're slowly sorting this onion because yeah.
Can you guys smell that? Can you guys smell that?
Just onion. I love onion hot oil. So while that's sorting, I'm just gonna add the chili oil or the chili paste that we made before earlier. A good number. Just
a lot of chili.
It's hot butter, right? Hot butter. Yeah. Sugar. A little bit of sugar, like 2 pinches of sugar, and you just gotta work really quickly now. Yep.
It smells delicious.
It smells spicy. Alright, so we're just gonna add the prawns in. We're gonna add the spring onion.
One thing I love is how visually pleasing this is.
Sorry.
The colors and everything look amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
I say that you use your eyes first before you eat the food itself.
Yes. So food is always about, you eat it with your eyes first, then you smell it, then finally you eat it. So let's that pan was hot and I
How's it taste?
yeah. Just need a bit more salt. Just gonna add a little bit of lemon in the end. Again, when you're cooking, little tip: don't add any sort of lemon or any any acid while it's cooking, because that like literally doesn't make anything because it burns off the acid. So always add the acid after it, off the pan if it's possible. And I'm just gonna serve this.
Can we give a round of applause for Dulan for his hot butter prawn? Amazing work, buddy.
Thank you, Ryan.
Is there any sort of like toppings you could add on top of this?
Yes. So what I normally do is this batter here. There's a little trick. I didn't do it today, but this batter here, like when you finish frying up your whatever the meat and stuff like that, just literally put the batter into the oil. That'll come with like all these crispy numbers. What I like to do is again season that with like some fried curry leaves and amchur powder. Amchur powder is literally dried green mango. You can get it from your local the Indian shops or something like that. What I like to do is just add a little bit on top after I finish this. And fried curry leaves. So I apologize, I couldn't get some fried curry leaves. It was there, but I forgot to get it. But it's pretty much it. This is it. That's my hot butter prawn.
Thank you, Dulan. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Butter prawn.
Can I please